Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kelso High School, the site for tonight's Greater St. Helens League 3A boys basketball opener between the visiting Prairie Falcons and the home team, the Kelso Hilanders. Good to have you with us, Nick Sisson, on behalf of N2 Media and Prairie and Kelso Athletics. Should be a good one here tonight. Again, both teams entering Greater St. Helens League play with a clean slate. Both of them not off to the starts they probably would hope for record-wise. 3-8 for the home team, Kelso Highlanders, but coming off of 2 wins at the T-Town Throwdown about a week and a half ago. And Prairie 4-5 overall on the season, as we're going to have the national anthem here. National anthem played by the Kelso Pep Bands. And let's meet the starting lineups here for both of these teams in this Greater St. Helens League 3A boys matchup. First starter number 2, Jameer Jones, a 6-foot sophomore. Second starter number 4, another 6-foot sophomore, Malachi Patton. And the third starter, 6'1" junior, Ben Nkasa. And the star of the show, pun intended, number 20, Carson Morningstar, 6'7" junior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Falcons, number 23, Riley Burke, a 6'3" senior. A lot of size in the Prairie lineup. And now let's meet the starting 5 here for the Highlanders, coached by Joe Kinch in his 26th season. And first starter number 0, A.J. Fabian, a 6'6" sophomore. And the freshman number 1, Owen Dahl. Senior 5'11" guard, Briar Iddings. Another senior guard, number 10, Tucker Amrine. And number 14, Reese White, a 6'4" sophomore, rounds out the starting 5 for the home team Highlanders. We are basically courtside here tonight for this one. Space normally occupied by KLOG's Jim DeBruler, who is radio streaming the Kelso girls game currently. So if you want to check on what the Lassies are up to here tonight, be sure to tune in to KLOG and Jim DeBruler on the call. We are set to go here, and the tip won by Prairie and controlled by Patton. Looking to go down low immediately to Morningstar. Morningstar travels. Good help defense coming over. Kelso forcing early turnover here. The freshman Dahl will bring it across. Kelso without the services of Triton Hagdahl Daniel in tonight's ball game. High pick and roll established here, but the defense collapsing. Good rotation there by Ben Incasa. Knocks the ball loose. Kelso resets here with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Iddings fires a pass in. Fabian catches. Now Dahl dribbling. Fabian still staying out for a screen and not slipping. Iddings gets it. Got to hoist one up here with 1 on the shot clock, and he doesn't notice it. And it's a 30-second shot clock violation. Incasa doing a great job again, going over there to that far side for some help defense. 7:15 to go. Teams trade turnovers on the opening possessions here. Feed down low. Clutch there by Morningstar. Misses the shot, but the ball kept alive. Prairie resets. Hesitation dribble. Patton leaves for Incasa, and he hoists up a shot short. And it's going to be an early loose ball foul here against Carson Morningstar. So Morningstar called for traveling on the first possession, misses a shot, and then fouls after the second attempt. Great looking player, just a junior. Kelso would love to see him on the bench rather than on the court. Firing a pass inside, Fabian finds Iddings, and Iddings is able to eke one up around 2 defenders and score. The Highlanders on top, 2-0. Patton with it now here for Prairie, near side. Feeds it on the near block. Going to work is Morningstar. Misses the shot, but he's going to head to the free throw line. Looked like a Highlander spilled to the floor there, maybe trying to draw another foul on Morningstar. Not a bad idea. Morningstar no good on the first free throw. And no good on the second, but Incasa is there with the rebound. New life here for Prairie. Patton, very difficult step back fade, no good. Ball tapped away by Fabian as Morningstar was about ready to go up on a putback, and now the ball's out of bounds, and they're going to say Prairie basketball. Looked like Prairie might have been the last to touch it, but I probably have a better view than Ryan Chin on that one. Good ball movement. Patton settles into a far wing 3, no good. Prairie yet to hit a field goal yet on a few attempts. I believe that's their 4th field goal attempt. Kelso comes away with the board. Ball denied. Out of bounds, and Casa again with his hands in the passing lane. 5:57 to go, first quarter. Kelso working with a 2-0 lead. Pass inside, tipped away, controlled though. Now stolen away. Out in front here is Jones. And Jones gets to the rack and finishes in front of Fabian, who was trailing. Trying to make a defensive stop there. Unable to do so, 2-2. Step through, and a foul's on the floor. Let's see who they got this one on. And it's going to go on number 23, Riley Burke. And that's going to be his first, and it's the second Falcons team foul. Iddings inbounding for the Highlanders. Pass gets into Amrine, quick rotation. White, 2 dribbles in, and he's called for a foul, going up for a shot. Foul's called on Ben Incasa. That's his first and the 3rd Prairie team foul now. Reese White at the line, and last time we saw Kelso, they played R.A. Long, and Reese had himself a very good ball game. Into the starting lineup here tonight, goes 1 of 2 on this trip. Patton secures the rebound for the Falcons and brings it up. Far side, Jones, bothered by Amrine, gives it up. Working on the perimeter, a jab left, and Casa hops through, throws up a wild shot, and a foul's called. So free throws here for Ben Incasa, 6'1" junior. And the lefty lines up the first free throw and hits. Tied up at 3. And Incasa no good on the second. And a foul in the backcourt. No need for that. If you're Incasa, that's going to be his second. That's the 4th Falcons team foul. Substitute coming in is Daniel Carbajal Vargas. Handoff up top, going inside. White fires a pass out. A near wing 3 by Fabian is off a little bit to the right. Jones secures. Prairie pushing it up the floor now, near side. Patton looking to feed down low, does to Morningstar. Morningstar skip pass near side, dribbling to the elbow. Rising up shot, blocked by White. Transition opportunity here for Kelso if they hurry. Amrine stops, finds a trailer. Dahl attacks, now moves it back out. Kelso resets, plenty of time on the shot clock. Crossover White, gets around the defender and just misses the and one, but a great take, great rip through to drive left by White into contact, and he's at the line again. And that foul is going to be the 2nd personal on Riley Burke. The 5th Prairie team foul, not even halfway through the first quarter. And White no good on the first. Couple subs here, 1 for each team. Carter Huntley into the game for Kelso. And Griffin Smith, a sophomore, number 24, out there for the Falcons. White 2nd, also no good. So White 1 of 4 here at the free throw line. Ball game still tied up at 3 here. Pick and roll, well defended. Ball movement near side, off the bench, shot no good there, but a foul is called. Daniel Vargas going strong to the rack there. That'll keep you in the ball game for sure. And now he's at the free throw line with a chance to give the Falcons the lead. First free throw switched home. Carbajal Vargas 1 for 1 now in his only attempts. Reese White checks out. Bronson Miller checks in for Kelso. Second free throw also good. 5-3 Falcons. Miller picks up his dribble. Now moves it top of the circle. Fabian Huntley with it now. Fabian stays nearby. Ball goes down low to Fabian after that screen. He steps around, misses the shot. Help defense came over from behind and affected it. Near side transition opportunity here, cut off by 2 Hilanders. Feed down low. Difficult position under the basket for Morningstar. Has it poked loose, and a foul's called on the floor. And it's going to go against Kelso's Tucker Amrine. 3:40 to go, opening quarter. Falcons on top here, 5-3. And Parker Stewart is going to get A.J. Fabian. Ball moving up top in a pick and roll. Morningstar was open. Patton just didn't see him, but he finds someone else on the far block, and it's good. That's Griffith with the bucket. Griffin Smith, excuse me. Nice feed there by Patton. Had 2 options there, and Both of them probably would have worked out the same result. And the ball is poked loose. Outlet up ahead. Here goes Morningstar for the rock, but it's a travel instead. Oh, no. Morningstar held scoreless so far, and that was probably going to be something that could get him going, a little shot in the arm. Prairie's defense very long and very quick so far here in the ballgame. Kelso's been able to find some openings, though, at times. And they've been patient. Only one three-point attempt so far. Innings finds Amrine, who fires up a triple, no good. Offensive rebound, Miller feeds it. Stewart leaves it short into contact. Maybe was expecting a little bit more, and it's out of bounds here as the Highlanders were trying to save it to Amrine in the corner. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Highlanders. We're going to keep it right here with the Prairie Falcons. They will inbound on the near corner. Fans, thanks again for being with us here tonight. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. We're going to be back at it coming up on Thursday over at R.A. Long. The N2 Cup, Ridgefield taking on R.A. Long, the two original teams that I streamed for. Mark Morris didn't come till later, but still, very cool rivalry to always see those two teams get together, especially on the live stream broadcast, and it figures to be a good one. R.A. Long currently in action at home, taking on Woodland. I'll have to check up on that as we move throughout the night. Back to action here. Prairie with the ball and the lead, 7-3. Difficult shot by Patton, kind of faded on that. Morningstar snatches a rebound, puts it up, and we've got a tie up and a jump ball called. Possession arrow favoring Kelso. Patton just had time. Could have just kind of set his feet a little bit. Instead, opted to kind of fade a little bit away from the basket from just behind the foul line. Otherwise known as a Nick Van Exel free throw. Miller fires a pass far elbow. He's wide open. Misses. Rebound Falcons. Patton pushes it across here for Prairie. Fires a pass near block, muscling it up. Morningstar gets his own rebound, goes up strong. He's just a guy who's going to get a lot of good looks, and it's just a matter of time if he keeps getting good position down low that he's going to start to rack up some points. 2 now for Morningstar. Ball dribbled off of a foot, nearly out of bounds. Huntley picks it up, and he's called for double dribble. 9-3. The Falcons' defense playing a huge factor in this one so far. Falcons working around the perimeter here, trying to find an opening with 13 on the shot clock. Patton drop step spin at the elbow, fires a pass. Difficult shot, well contested there by Miller. And after the shot's missed, it's tapped around and out of bounds. It's going to be Prairie basketball, and they're going to reset the shot clock. They had 8 on it, and that's the right decision as that ball did hit rim. Jared Femling into the game, and we've got an offensive foul called on Prairie. The near sideline official, Jim Appleberry, calling that one. And that is going to be on Jared Femling, as I mentioned him, into the ball game. Nice cut down low. Nice find. Stewart finds Miller. 9-5. Pass gets to the corner in front of the Kelso student section, and a 3 is up, no good, but another offensive rebound. Patton fires a pass down low, near block. Shot is up and good by Smith. Prairie reestablishing that lead. They are killing Kelso on the offensive glass, and we've got a foul up top near half court. Unnecessary foul there from Prairie. Kelso will be at the free throw line here, only 26 and a half to go. in the opening quarter. First free throw good by Carter Huntley. Huntley, a 6-foot sophomore, off the bench tonight here for the Hilanders. And his trip is 2 for 2. 11-7 Falcons now. Only on top by 4. But again, the Falcons defense has really been the story so far in the ball game. That to go along with their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end. Plenty of opportunities. And they're working way outside here. Patton on the logo, gets a really high screen from Smith. Finds Smith at the foul line, a backdoor cutter, shot no good. Foul from behind though. Denton Dearborn making the cut, and he'll head to the free throw line for a chance to give Prairie a couple more. Got Camden in the live stream comment section. Says players don't notch their eyebrows like Nick the Quick anymore. For shame. Yeah. First free throw is down for Denton Dearborn off the bench here, the senior 6-footer. 5.6 to go in the quarter. And the second is off back iron, but it hit that soft spot and was able to find a safe landing zone. 3 on the clock. Huntley crosses half court. A runner from 3, no good, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Kelso trails this one 13-7. The Falcons with the 6-point advantage. Griffin Smith off the bench, actually leading all scorers here for Prairie with 4. 6 different Falcons, though, combined for 13 points. You don't see that very often. For Kelso, you got Breyer Innings, Carter Huntley, Bronson Miller, each with 2, and Reese White with a single. Fans, tonight's ball game is going to be recorded on internet paper by yours truly, Nick Sisson, for Blast Zone Media. Make sure you subscribe to Blast Zone Media for all the prep coverage, game stories, photos, and so much more. Jody Nayland, former editor of The Redacted, 20 years of prep coverage in Southwest Washington and Northern Oregon in the Blast Zone. $8 a month, unlimited access, a free 7-day trial available for you at your disposal. Again, be sure to check what this game sounds like in words, in not really print, but online. We don't say the B word, but you get it. Prairie with the ball, 13-7. Morningstar drop step spin, beautiful. Prairie opening up a 15-7 lead. Ball poked loose in the backcourt, stolen away. Patton, difficult shot. He found bad position, but still gave himself an opportunity there by generating the steal. Good recovery defense there by Carter Huntley. And Huntley again being bothered all the way up the court. Amrine, pick and roll. Extra pass to the corner. Huntley didn't catch it clean, might have had a look. Establishing now is Miller. Reaching in, kicking. A 3 by Huntley, no good. Rebound Smith. Great ball movement. Good closeout by Huntley, bothering the shot. Ball loose, controlled by Prairie. They did reset the shot clock, and they shouldn't have. So now Eric Cheatley, the official on the near sideline, heard a voice from the Kelso bench, and they're going to reset it here. Well, the Jacks are not off to a slow start here tonight, although, Jake, I don't really trust your score updates anymore after either it was misprinted or I misread it thinking that Black Hills defeated Mark Morris the other night, but neither here nor there. I'll take your word for it. Already long on top of Woodland, 22-9. Great ball movement here still again for Prairie. And a reach in and a steal. This is Jones, and Jones gets another quick one. 19-7 whistle. And let's see what that. I don't know what they stopped it for, but delay a game warning it sounds like. Smith with the first bucket there, and then Jones with the steal and the deuce. Ball movement, far side. Robinson hits a three. Anthony Robinson, his first field goal, badly needed for the Highlanders. Again, the ball movement is just spectacular here. Morningstar goes up strong. That's just tough. 6 now for Carson Morningstar. Robinson dribbling out of the corner. White back into the ball game for Kelso. Moves it far side. Huntley now with it. In and out dribble. Finds a cutter after the pick and roll. A shot by White. No good. He's fouled and we'll head to, nope, no line. It's going to be on the floor. That foul called on Jameer Jones. (21-10) Prairie here. 5:45 to go in the first half. Huntley looking to inbound it. Lobs it in far side. Nice pass down low. Good position. Drop step fader. Bounces off for White. Morningstar establish, steps through to the far side, lays in another. He's up to 8 all of a sudden. Lead up to 13. Dahl fires a pass. It's deflected by Morningstar. 2-on-1 up ahead. Great outlet. Left off the window. That was designed. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Exactly 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Falcons opening it up here, 25-10 over Kelso. Although this song is not one of my personal favorites to listen to on radio with vocals by the original artist, it definitely is one of the best basketball pep band songs that can be played. And Kelso doing a great job doing that tonight. If you really want to hear a fantastic band rendition, head to Yakima for the state basketball tournament and have a listen to the Linden Band. Oh my goodness. They've got like an RA Long football roster size pep band. They would easily outnumber some football teams in the blast zone. 5 to go here, second quarter after the timeout. Kelso ball trailing 25-10 on the heels of a Carson Morningstar alley-oop dunk. He's got 10 in the game. Innings blocked by Morningstar. 2-on-2 up ahead. Jones pushing, drop step spin, had the chair pulled out from him and called for a travel. Inadvertent contact there. Tucker Amrine back in for Carter Huntley. Carbajo Vargas back out there, number 22. Garden on Dahl here. All man-to-man defense here for the Falcons so far. Dahl shielding the defender. Great step through, just couldn't get the shot in. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Falcon possession. Drive into the paint, jump stop, and a kick. A near wing triple is good for Dearborn. Kelso quick up the other side. Iddings picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Got to give it up. Does. Dahl comes over and gets it back to Iddings. Iddings fires up a 3 contested. Off to the right, no good. Fabian gives it a look over in the far corner. Can't get to it. Prairie ball, 28-10. Morningstar backing down. Help defense by White. Takes it out of his hands. Leads the break for Kelso. Sidestep, push hard from behind. And he hit the floor hard. Helped up by a couple of teammates. And he'll shake the cobwebs out and head to the free throw line for 2. And they got that foul on Dearborn. That's going to be his first personal. First free throw, no good from White. He's having some struggles here at the charity stripe. Just 1 of 5. He's able to buckle down and hit the second. 2 points now for White. 17-point lead here for Prairie. They go down low, ball tied up, and White takes it away from Morningstar again. Morningstar dives to the floor back here, and he fouls. Second personal on Morningstar. And it's the 3rd Falcons team foul, and Morningstar will sub out. Griffin Smith back out there. Smith, not really much of a downgrade. He's already got 6 in the ball game. Ball poked loose in the backcourt. Dahl fires a pass. Amrine a near wing triple. Yeah, nothing but net. Big bucket there. A near wing triple airballed. Amrine throws it off of a Falcon. It was Riley Burke who had it tossed off of him. Kelso looking to put together a run here with 3:07 to go in the first half. Stewart back into the ball game. Fabian checking out. Patton into the ball game for Prairie, guarding the ball tightly up top. Pick and roll. Patton cuts off White. White keeps his dribble though. Good ball movement here near side. Iddings with it now. Gets a screen. Gets to the paint. Hands off Dahl. White wide open. Passes up. Patton pokes it loose. 4 on the clock. Dahl finds Stewart. A triple. No good. White offensive rebound. Fouled from behind. That's going to be the 3rd on Burke, I believe. Yeah, it is his 3rd. See, I've been keeping track. That's the 4th Prairie team foul. Next foul, and the Highlanders are on the free throw line. Brady Davidson into the game here for the Falcons. (28-14), the Falcons doubling up the Highlanders currently. Amrine is blocked, but a foul is called. The far sideline official says he came across the dome. So Tucker Amrine will shoot 3 free throws here for Kelso. First one rolls down. 4 points now for Tucker Amrine. Second one, no good. Checking back into the game for Prairie, number 2, Jameer Jones. He's going to get Ben and Casa. Amrine's 3rd free throw is good. 2 of 3 on that trip for Tucker. And he's going to check out of the ball game. Carter Huntley back in for the Highlanders. 28-16. Nice play there. White gets his hand on the ball again in the passing lane. Goes up strong and finishes. Gotta love what you see from Reese White. Timeout, Prairie. Highlanders with a shot in the arm here. 2:14 to go, only trailing it by 10 now. That's White's first field goal of the game. So the momentum has changed a little bit since Prairie has had to help protect some of their starters who are in foul trouble. Riley Burke with 3 personals, and Carson Morningstar with, I believe, 2. But he's got 10 points, leading scorer for the Falcons, leading scorer in the ball game overall. Again, Prairie 4-5 on the heels of a 79-36 win over Hudson's Bay. They did take on the Columbia River Rapids, who are a very solid 2A team over at the Moda Center, and Columbia River came away with a 2-point win at the Moda Center Showcase. Prairie basketball after the timeout. Prairie does have a very impressive 13-point win at home against Union. But both Kelso and Prairie have got wins, big wins over Battleground. And we've got a double team up top. Foul's going to be called on Kelso's Owen Dahl. They're looking to trap here on the near wing. Good defense here, 3-point land extended, and a whistle though. Foul's going to be called on Parker Stewart. Pass goes into Patton. Patton crosses over. Very difficult shot. Banks open. First field goal for Malachi Patton. Foul's called on Patton. This is going to put Briar Iddings at the free throw line. Falcons over the foul limit.
2 shots for Iddings. Double bonus for Kelso.
And Iddings' first free throw is good. Briar with 3 now. And Briar no good on the second. Patton with the rebound for Prairie. Morningstar loses the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say last touched by Kelso. A 3 open here by Patton, no good. Morningstar over the back. 3rd personal foul. And we've got free throws here for Parker Stewart. So Carson Morningstar now with 3 personals. Will surely have to check out here. 1:06 left. Parker Stewart no good on the first. Griffin Smith checking in for Morningstar. Stewart misses a pair. Offensive rebound, White. White kicks it out. Iddings hesitates and drives past the defender baseline. Ball movement gets out to Dahl, a triple airballed. Was right on line, just didn't have the mustard. Double team, ball poked loose. Huntley steals it away. White picks up his dribble just behind the foul line. Stewart comes over and gets it. Stewart stays a set of screen. Iddings uses it. Patton, great defense though to recover. Huntley cut off there by the defender. Lobs it over and White has it poked loose. Jones nearly steals. Reset now for Kelso. 5 on the shot clock. Stewart tucks the ball, drives it, scores! Parker Stewart muscling it up Game down to single digits now, 30-21. Prairie can hold for the final shot, 8 on the clock. Patton gets around, one-hand shot with the right on the scoop is no good. Good finish for the Hilanders. They still trail it 30-21, but it looked like it could be getting dicey for the Hilanders' hopes heading into the second half of play. But they dig deep here and managed to trim the lead down. I believe it was once at 17, I want to say, at 28-11. I could be wrong on that. Sounds like it's in the neighborhood, though. But 30-21 is your score. The story of that first half, of course, was the Prairie Falcons' defense to start. But the foul trouble accrued by the Falcons, not what the doctor ordered. They got into the bonus in both quarters. Not the good type, by the way. Kelso was able to shoot free throws. That's the one area where Kelso really didn't make the Falcons pay, was at the charity stripe, though. Carson Morningstar leading the way with 10 points for the Prairie Falcons. Griffin Smith with 6. Denton Dearborn with 5. Those points coming off the bench. Total of 13 bench points in the first half for the Falcons. For Kelso, you got 1, 2, 4, 6, 9 points off the bench for the Highlanders. They are led by the 5 from Tucker Amrine and 4 from Reese White. The fans, we are here at the break. 30-21, Prairie with the lead in this Greater St. Helens League 3A Boys Basketball League opener. We're going to take a audio timeout here, folks. We'll be back in 5 or so minutes with a recap of the first half and get you set for the start of the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Kelso High School. Just about set to start the second half of action. Prairie with the lead 30-21. Scoring in that first half. First for the Falcons, 10 for Carson Morningstar, 6 for Griffin Smith, 5 for Denton Dearborn, 4 for Jameer Jones, 2 for Malachi Patton, 2 for Daniel Carbajal Vargas, and 1 for Ben Incasa. 30 total for the Falcons at the intermission. And for Kelso, they are led by the 5 points of Tucker Amrine. And then you've got 4 for Reese White, 3 for Briar Iddings, 3 for Anthony Robinson, 2 for Carter Huntley, Bronson Miller, and Parker Stewart. 21 for the Highlanders at the break. Camden comments, whatever is happening at halftime is hilarious without any context. Insert Camptown race theme. Absolutely. It was like a disco dance-off, or it was like basically musical chairs, but the music would change, so it would be one type of music, one genre, and then we got a ball ripped away immediately here. Jones takes it all the way after taking the rock. So Prairie back on top by double figures right away here, 32-21. Dahl takes it all the way, misses. Offensive rebound put back by A.J. Fabian. Good time for his first field goal. Morningstar with it now, playing with his 3 fouls. Patton gets around Iddings, drives baseline. Iddings bumps from behind on the floor. It's going to be a foul.
First team foul for Kelso.
A corner 3 by Jones. We do have a whistle, and I think it's going to be on the shot here, Tucker Amrine. Yeah, it's going to be 3 free throws for Jameer Jones, and Tucker Amrine picking up his 3rd personal.
Second team foul for Kelso.
First free throw rolls down for Jameer Jones, who now has 7. He's got all 3 of the Falcons' points here so far in the 3rd quarter. Kelso girls are on top 28-22, taking on the Prairie Falcons here tonight. Jones again hits now up to 8, lead up to 11 again. And the 3rd free throw on the way and down. All 3 converted for Jameer Jones. Nice pick and roll. Shot by Fabian, left a little short. Offensive rebound, putback is good for Reese White now, who has 6. And a steal there by Dahl. Dahl got his hands on a pass, and he's bumped by Incasa, and I think that's Incasa's 3rd. And apparently it's his 4th personal. So off the bench is Daniel Carbajal Vargas. Tucker Amrine goes to the far side. Iddings replaces him near side to inbound. Iddings gets it in, cuts to the basket. White moves it out instead. Iddings finds a slip screen to White, and White does what he needs to do. Goes right to the hoop, goes up into contact, and draws a foul. We'll head to the line, and Riley Burke called for his 3rd personal. The Falcons are starting to creep up into disqualification zones. White, 2 of 6 at the free throw line here. Hits the first of 2, now 7 points in the game. Lead back down to 9. And White no good on that one. Morningstar and Fabian both trying to get the loose ball, and Fabian falls on it, called for traveling. Kelso will get another opportunity here. Back into the game is Denton Dearborn off the bench, and he had 5 in the first half. He's going to replace Riley Burke, who's going to sit with 3 personals. Iddings to inbound it, whistle near sideline. And they're going to reset the shot clock entirely here before the inbound. Pass inside. Fabian has it poked loose. Double team now. Almost left his feet. Pass poked away. Tied up. White and Carvajal Vargas tie it up. Possession arrow favors Prairie. And it looks like we're having some words here with Jameer Jones and Reese White. And White talking back to the official Eric Cheatley here, trying to say, whoa, whoa, I didn't do anything. And now Ryan Chinchin blows a whistle. And I think this might be a potential protocol warning here. So we might have some bad words being said, which could invoke a WIAA protocol. Yes, it does. Athletic Director Bob Kickner being called out. So something was said, and now coaches are going to head out as well. So this is usually falling under that jurisdiction of like the harassment guidelines. This officiating crew, I believe at least 2 of the 3 members, maybe all 3, were involved in a similar deal when Columbia River took on Mark Morris. And there was an ejection in that game before the protocol took place. Columbia River's Ari Richardson could have been the victim of a not so kind gesture made from somewhere in the student section. But that was a quick little conference at mid-court. Looked to be in pretty good spirits in all honesty, so let's just hope things aren't heading down the wrong path here. 35-26 the score, approaching the 6-minute mark, third quarter. Morningstar ball fakes, puts it on the deck around Fabian, double team down low. Great job by the Kelso defense. Patton throws a pass back down to Morningstar though, after drawing a double team of his own. Morningstar with 12. Give the dime to Patton. Pick and roll. White. Oh, he almost had a chance, but it was denied at the last minute from behind. Amrine reaches in and steals, gets it back for Kelso. Fabian, an open triple in front of the student section. 37-29, Malachi Patton, great hop step, somehow finds Morningstar. Foul is called and Fabian cannot believe it. Thought he got all ball. It's gonna be the second on AJ. So Morningstar at the free throw line. Hits on the first. 13 now for Carson Morningstar. Anthony Robinson and Parker Stewart checking in for Kelso. Oh, Parker Stewart not checking in quite yet. Now he is, apparently. Joe Kinch giving some praise to AJ Fabian as he checks out. Rightfully so. Fabian got an awful lot of the basketball there on that contest. 14 now for Morningstar as he goes perfect on that trip. High screen set by Stewart, rolls away. Ball moves to the near side. Now Iddings with it in front of the Highlanders bench. Fouled, reach in here is going to be called on Daniel Carvajal Vargas. Crossover is out of bounds off of Dahl, the freshman, being guarded very tightly all the way up the court. Nothing easy. Got to give the Prairie defense a lot of credit. Nice cut to the basket, but the shot blown. Maybe expecting another contestant. Dahl can't handle the pass. And it looks like Carter Huntley is going to get Dahl here. So Huntley back in, Dahl will check out. 39-29, Prairie holding on to a 10-point advantage. Morningstar gets the inbound, looks to go to work, steps through, denied by Reese White. Great defense. The double teams coming often here for the Highlanders when Morningstar touches in the paint. Kelso's got a lot of length with White and Fabian. Fabian on the bench right now, but White 6'5", and Patton gets his hand on the ball. Patton goes up. Great job by Stewart. Morningstar gets the offensive rebound, counted and one. Stewart, who would probably be matched up with someone like Morningstar on the blocks, did a better job of stopping the ball and going straight up on Patton's attempt, leaving Morningstar not boxed out, and Carson flies in and grabs it, misses the free throw though, a chance at the old-fashioned. So the lead holds at 12, 41-29. Backdoor cut. Pass does get to Robinson. It was poked loose by Prairie for just a second there. Ball fake. Now Stewart tucks and loses his sense of where he was at, is able to throw it behind him and find Huntley. Ball gets over to the far side, and Anthony Robinson needs to shoot more, now with 6 on 2 made triples. 6 off the bench for Robinson, and a foul on Robinson is going to put Prairie at the free throw line. The Highlanders over the limit here, playing aggressive defense in the third. It's going to be Jameer Jones at the free throw line. 41-32. Kelso hanging around here. Jones is first, rattles down. He's got 10 now. Second player in double figures for the Falcons. And the second is good as well. Now 11, and the lead back up to 11. Ball poked loose into the backcourt and out of bounds. Huntley being bothered by Patton. You know, the Falcons have only got 3 rostered seniors here, and Denton Dearborn off the bench, and the other one, Riley Burke, the starter. Now they're talking about the shot clock. It's at 30, and it should not be. They reset it to 20, but man, Prairie's got a really good-looking squad potentially for next season if they can hold on to all of their guys. Saw 2 players transfer to R.A. Long in the offseason. One of them a first-team all-league player in Joshua Crane, and Falcons create a turnover and get possession here again. Patton rises up and kicks here near corner. Ball moved out. Now top of the circle. Morningstar continues the rotation far side. Jones puts it on the deck, finds Morningstar on the roll, and he hits. Morningstar is just doing a great job of getting great position, and the Falcons not afraid to throw it down there in traffic. Just allow him to go and get it. Iddings passes up a 3, dribbles to a tough contested 2, doesn't hit rim. Rebound far side by Prairie. Lead up to 13. You get the sense that Prairie can really break things open here over the next 2.5 before the start of the 4th. Morningstar dribbles back out of a double team. Ball gets rotated far side. Jones with it now, working on White. Instead, allows Morningstar to dribble it off his foot and out of bounds. Great play design there. R.A. Long on top, 60-17 at the end of the third quarter against Woodland. Ouch. Jesse Morris, my man, is on Facebook comment section now. Says, let's go Kelso. There we go, Jesse. My brother from another mother. That's one of Jesse's sayings. We got an offensive foul here on Parker Stewart, an illegal screen. 1:58 left here in the third. Checking in is going to be Jared Femling. Patton bumped, and he's going to head to the line for 2. See who they get this one on. Amrine has 3, now 4. So Stewart with 3, Amrine with 4. All of a sudden, Kelso's caught up in the fouls committed category. AJ Fabian heads to the table for Kelso, and Patton just short on the first. So Fabian gets Stewart. Owen Dahl will check in for Tucker Amrine. 1:49 to go, third quarter. Prairie can really put their foot on the gas here and give themselves a good amount of breathing room. Heading into the fourth quarter, they now lead by 14 after the made free throw from Patton. Dahl loses the ball. Turnover the other way. Jones goes up, double clutches, misses the shot. Offensive rebound, put back, count the bucket, and one. That is the senior Denton Dearborn with the offensive rebound and the bucket. Chance for a three-point play, and Prairie has begun to open this up. They now lead 48-32. Dearborn quick at the line, swishes home the three-point play. Now a 17-point Falcon lead, and Dahl continuing to have problems handling the basketball here tonight. Nearly lost another. Pick and roll, Miller cuts, and a timeout after the made basket. Joe Kinch of Kelso. Bronson Miller now with 4. Highlanders looking to stay close here. It's a 30-second timeout. 49-34, a big minute and 13 heading into the fourth quarter here. Is Dan Dickow running the point still, says Jesse in the live stream comment section. I don't know. I mean, Prairie's had some pretty good players. Obviously, that's probably amongst the best of them. After the timeout, Prairie basketball here, $1:13 left in the third. Patton crosses over, steps through, nice dime back near block, shot up, no good. But Jared Femling will head to the free throw line for 2.
Fouls on Fabian is third. 2 shots. From Gumley.
First free throw, no good. Femling looking for his first point of the ball game. Misses on the second. No box out there on the far block. A shot attempt on the putback is no good, fortunately for Kelso. Drive baseline cut off. Huntley might have got away with a travel. A 14-footer fader, no good from Fabian. Falcons with the rebound. Crossover, Patton rises up. Difficult shot from the foul line, no good. Ball tapped up and around, off the glass once. Fabian taps again, and it's going to be off of Prairie's Daniel Carvajal Vargas. 26.2 to go now in the third. Kelso can somehow get a bucket here on this possession, maybe get a triple. Give them a lot better hope heading into that fourth quarter. And the triple's dialed up by Robinson, and it's no good. 10 on the clock here for Prairie. Good look there by Robinson. It's a guy that you want shooting one of those. Kick to the far side corner. Patton for 3, fouled, and he's going to head to the free throw line. Robinson commits the personal. Tough foul there. Kind of a situation where you live with the results. If it goes in, it goes in. But putting somebody at the line with 2.5 to go, trailing by 15 is super tough as Patton misses on the first. Camden says in the live stream comment section that Richie Sexton could hoop. Facts. Patton misses 2 now. So the Highlanders still have a chance to get out of this unscathed. Malachi looking to settle in and at least add 1 more to the Prairie lead here. And he does. Dahl with it, 2 on the clock. A runner, is it good? If it goes, I don't think so. And that is going to do it here. Heading into the 4th quarter, Prairie with the lead here, 50-34. They outscored the Highlanders 20-13 there in that 3rd quarter. The Domino's deep shot here from half court for a lot of pizzas. No good. R.A. Long defeats Woodland 72-32 over at the Lumberdome. The next game that we will be covering will be coming up on Thursday night at the Lumberdome. It'll be the Ridgefield Spudders taking on the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. Very important game in the early parts of the season in the Greater St. Helens League. Excuse me. Next week on the 15th is going to be the first Civil War meeting between Mark Morris and R.A. Long. Top 10 rankings enthusiasts around the world eager to see how that matchup plays out. Mark Morris currently ranked a spot above R.A. Long in the N2 Media Top 10 Power Rankings. Some might agree, others might disagree. But they play twice as always, and the first one underway on the 15th of January, and a pass is stolen away. Prairie had an opportunity, but Jones lost it on the way up. Inbound goes to Anthony Robinson. Difficult shot there by White. Falcons control. Leading it by 16 here. Chance to really put this one away early in the 4th. A 3 by Morningstar, no good, gets his own rebound. Leaves a pass off down low and scored by Riley Burke, his first bucket of the game. And Kelso starting to get a little sloppy here. Pass not in line, and we got an offensive foul. Hard foul there as Dahl is clutching his back, still on the floor. So a foul's gonna go against Prairie, but freshman Owen Dahl taking a hard spill, and now Joe Kinch is going to start to walk out onto the court. So Dahl being attended to on the floor. 6:57 left in the ball game. Prairie on top by their largest amount here, 52-34, as Dahl is helped up by one of the trainers here, and Joe Kinch checking on him as well. Good to see that, and good to see Owen moving around, but a little worse for wear, obviously, after taking the charge, sacrificing his body. And Coach Kinch tapping him on the chest and You know, I got to say, I mean, this Kelso team is going to be good here before you know it. They're not bad. That's for dang sure. But they're going to be a real problem over the next year or two once they get a couple more guys up at the next level. They've got a solid core of sophomores and then that freshman in the starting lineup. I can't remember the last time I saw a freshman in the starting lineup. Maybe Shaw Anderson, but Kelso's going to be good sooner rather than later. White misses on a 12-footer from the baseline, rebound Morningstar. Morningstar working against Fabian. Couple dribbles down, reverse pivots near side, blocked by Fabian. Kelso looking to run. Iddings goes up and under, misses the shot. Putback attempt is in by Bronson Miller. Good job by Miller to trail the play and to convert offensive rebound and a putback. Step through, handoff, double clutch shot good from Morningstar. He's now got 20, leading all scorers in the game, 54-36 Falcons. High screen. Slight slip there by Fabian. Fires a pass to the near elbow. White now with it. Three-point land extended. Late on the entry pass, but Jones can't control it. Huntley barely gets a pass over Morningstar. Fabian tries his luck from long range. Patton with the board for Prairie. Pick and roll. Burke shuffles his feet. No call there, but a foul called instead. Reese White will pick up the personal. And that's going to be Reese's second personal, and it's the first Hilanders team foul. 5:08 left, and Riley Burke at the free throw line. He's got 2 so far. Misses on the first. Jesse says pressure baseline to baseline by the Prairie defense. Yes, they have been very impressive so far tonight on the defensive side of the ball, and their ball movement has been fantastic. They're just not shooting at a super high clip from the field. This game could be a lot worse than what it is. Kelso missing arguably its best player. White has a little opening there. Can't convert. Morningstar gets out in front. Fouled from behind by Fabian. Morningstar having a good time out there already with a big alley-oop dunk. Jake comments says Kelso girls are on top against Prairie 40-33. Morningstar hits the first, now 21 in the game. Make that 22 now for the juniors. 6'7", Carson Morningstar. Nice cut. Shot up no good by Miller, but he'll head to the line. Kelso did play in that T-Town throwdown. They went 2-1 up there. Lost the first one to undefeated Auburn Mountain View, 69-48. They did come back to beat Foss in single overtime, 50-41, and then they defeated Newport Bellevue 66-30. And Bronson Miller had himself a really good game and a good tournament. Misses on this first one. Hits the second. 7 now for Miller off the bench. One-hand drop pass lobbed over the Kelso defense and a little bit too high for Griffin Smith, out of bounds. Prairie turns it over. And a little miscommunication there. Innings showing that he might flash backdoor stopped his momentum. The pass came without him cutting. And the Highlanders give it back under 4 to go here in the ballgame. Traveling called up top at the logo. Falcons give it right back. Tucker Amrine checking back into the game. High screen going opposite is Innings. Huntley moves away. Double team stays with Innings. Numbers ahead. Highlanders move it far side. Attacking the basket is White. And White finishes. 9 now for Reese White. Incasa gets a feed from Morningstar. Nice cut to the basket by Ben Incasa. And a great job by Morningstar to find him. Double team now on Innings. A 3 by White. Cash. 12 points now. Sorry. For Reese White. Morningstar goes up and scores an easy one. 24 now for Carson Morningstar. Fabian throws it away out of bounds. Had Amrine right next to him. Huntley open in the corner. Stewart checking back in. Fabian checks out. 61-42. Tavin Timperley into the game for Prairie. Shot up, no good. Foul called. Nice cut in front of the hoop there by Griffin Smith. He'll head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw good. 7 now for Griffin Smith. Morningstar will sub out. His evening is finished. 24 points to lead all scorers in the game, as the free throw is good by Smith, who now has 8. 21-point lead for Prairie. This one winding down here with a $1:45 left. Just behind the elbow here on the near side. Robinson misses short. Cut Huntley. Nice find by Amrine. Huntley now with 4. Highlanders not giving up on that possession, getting an offensive rebound and managing to keep fighting here. Shot up in the paint is good. Smith once again now in double figures with 10 off the bench tonight for the Falcons. It's the 3rd Falcon in double figures. Ball on the floor. Stewart tied up. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Prairie here. 65-44, 55.4 left. Traveling is called on Timperley. And a foul up the court. Timperley will get that one as well. Amrine gets it after inbounding it, finds a cutter. Miller. Foul called as Miller goes strong to the rack. Nice cut there, going full speed downhill. Miller, another guy with good measurables, 6'1". And the free throw is good. Miller now with 8. Make it 9. Driving a kick, Smith at the top of the circle for 3. Why not? 13 now for Smith. Just some icing on the cake for the Falcons here late in this one. Kelso not up against the shot clock. Miller gets it back to make the score look more respectable. Miller with 12 off the bench, and that's going to do it here. Prairie comes away with a win here to start the Greater St. Helens League 3A campaign. They're 1-0 in league, and they improved to 500 overall on the season at 5-5. Kelso falls to 3-9 overall, and they are 0-1 in league competition. 68-49 your final score. Fans, we're going to go over stats here in just a little bit, name a player of the game. But a good performance here tonight on the road by the Prairie Falcons. All right, fans, time to go over some numbers here and name a player of the game. First, we'll talk a little bit about how the game really played out. First quarter, Prairie really ran out on Kelso and used their defense to stifle the Hilanders there in the first quarter into the first half for a better part of the entire 16 minutes. Kelso only able to score 21 there in that first half of play. Prairie once led it 28-11, but the Hilanders closed it strong on a 9-2 run. Excuse me, a 10-2 run to cut that deficit to 30-21 heading into the break. Foul trouble was a story for Prairie in that first half. Carson Morningstar picking up 3 personals. A couple other Falcons as well ended up getting to that 3 personal foul mark there in that first half, and Enan Casa picked up 4 himself, but by the end of it, Prairie didn't have anybody foul out, so everyone stayed available for him, and the depth that Prairie brought, along with the star power of, no pun intended, Carson Morningstar, really was the difference here tonight. But the backcourt, great job by the guards, Jameer Jones and Malachi Patton. Jones ended up scoring 11, but their defense pressure on the ball all the way up the court was very impressive. Total numbers here for Prairie. First, Carson Morningstar with 24 points in the win. And then Griffin Smith next in line with 13. Jameer Jones with 11. Denton Dearborn with 8. Then we got Malachi Patton with 4. Ben Casa with 3. Riley Burke with 3. And Daniel Carbajal Vargas with 2. Total points for Prairie, 68 tonight in the win. And for Kelso, Reese White and Bronson Miller finish with 12 each. And then we've got Anthony Robinson with 6, AJ Fabian and Tucker Amrine each with 5, Carter Huntley with 4, Briar Innings with 3, Parker Stewart with 2, 49 total for the Highlanders here tonight in the 68-49 defeat. Live stream player of the game tonight, no question about it, Carson Morningstar with 24 points leading the way for the Prairie Falcons in the victory, including a huge alley-oop dunk that was off the glass and down with authority. The junior 6'7" forward takes home the honors here tonight. So congratulations to Carson Morningstar, 24 tonight in the win. Great play overall tonight off the bench by Bronson Miller, scoring 12 for the Highlanders. He's going to be the Highlander player of the game, although you could also point to Reese White in the starting lineup with 12 points as well. But great job by Bronson coming off the bench and providing somewhat of a spark for the Highlanders here in this one. So a tough start to the league slate here. Kelso continuing their journey, trying to learn a little bit more as they go each and every game. 3-9 now overall on the season. We do have a score update. The girls, Kelso taking on Prairie, and Kelso leading it 57-44 with 3:12 left in that one. But Kelso working hard to learn what it takes to become a winning ball club with a lot of younger guys on the roster. And they're going to take their fair share of lumps from some of the good teams. Having talked to Joe Kinch before the season started, he definitely had Prairie as one of the teams that are going to be very difficult to beat this season. Lump them in with Mountain View as well as Evergreen. So Kelso's not going to give up, and they're going to continue to try to fight every single game and see what they can't learn along the way and see what teams they might be able to upset down the stretch here. But 3-9 overall on the season. Again, Prairie 5-5 now on the year. Because we're going to be back at it on Thursday over at R.A. Long High School. It's going to be the R.A. Long Lumberjacks taking on the Ridgefield Spudders. Tip-off at 7 o'clock for boys basketball action, 2A Greater St. Helens League basketball. So be sure to come on by for that one. Again, fans, be sure to read up on this one on Blast Zone Media early tomorrow morning, more than likely, but maybe tonight, who knows. We'll see how fast we get it all taken care of. But we do appreciate everybody watching tonight's ball game. If you like the action, it is free. Subscribe to all of our channels on YouTube, Facebook, and our handle on X. But if you want to throw a donation or tip to your host, Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable at N2 Media is the call tag. But I appreciate all of your support. Again, our player of the game, Carson Morningstar. There's our socials on the screen. 24 points for Morningstar, and the Falcons win this one by 19, 68-49. Appreciate everybody tuning in to tonight's matchup. We're going to go ahead and pack up and get on out of here. 68-49, Prairie wins it. Back at it Thursday. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, and I hope to see you Thursday night when R.A. Long takes on Ridgefield in boys basketball at 7 o'clock tip. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media and Prairie and Kelso Athletics saying so long from Kelso. Have yourself a great evening.